There we go. Can anybody hear me now? There we go. Apologies for that. Welcome to the Heed Army podcast. We're bringing you live full match commentary here of Gateshead versus Nottingham Forest in the National League Cup. It's a pleasant afternoon stroke evening here at Gateshead Stadium. The grass is looking absolutely fantastic. The floodlights are coming on and there's a fair few people here, pushing over 200 at the moment, I think. And as I say, it might not be the glamour tie that everyone is used to, but this is the third season of the National League Cup. It's a money spinner for the teams involved. I know there's a lot of fan politics of people that are not interested in this game, but at the moment, as I say, we are in this competition, and it's a change now in opponents in recent years. It's been local teams in the Middlesbrough, Leeds, Newcastle and Sunderland academies, but this year we're playing Nottingham Forest, Derby County, to name a couple, Wolves as well, I think. And so these fixtures are in. We would like to know if the cameraman can hear us on the far side. Apologies for this, everyone. It's not what we normally have to do, but the cameraman only just got the receiver earlier on. If the cameraman can hear me, could he lift his arm, please, and let us know if we have to go up or down with the sound? It would be very, very helpful. But please do join us on Thursday for the Heed Army podcast at 8 p.m. We are hoping to have one of the lads from the Glovers podcast join us. And as I say, we always have a good repertoire with the our counterparts down there. And say a lovely bunch of lads. And will we have one of those games like we had last season, coming from behind at half time? I don't know if the heart could take it from a Gateshead point of view, but let's hope Gateshead can continue their winning ways after winning 2-0 here at Gateshead Stadium on Saturday over Woking. And of course, Yeovil had a 1-1 draw with Carlisle United. So lots to play for. It's very early in the season, of course. But can the lads pick up their second 3 points in the third game? Let's hope they can. But tonight, it's National League Cup action. And in goal for the visitors, it's George Murray-Jones, Jimmy Sinclair, David Madoop, Matthew Orr, Josh Powell, Archie Whitehall, Ford Smith, Brian McClure, Donald McNally, McDonald Francis and Callum Thompson. On the bench is Keane Willows, Christian Clark, Lennon Salah, Bubba Sinner, Zane Blake, Jamie Newton and Sharif Dini Yaya. So that is how the visitors line up. And for Gateshead, Dan Cameron makes his debut, Josh Anafawosi, Tom Lavery, Ben Williams, Keown Lewis Burgess, Rocco Coyle, Martin Smith, Michael Spellman, Fenton John, Billy Chadwick and Dom Telford start for Gateshead. And on the bench is Pete Jameson, Sam Bowen returns from injury, Lucas Lowry, Robert Leach, Harry Chapman, Callum Bowen, and a new name to us, must be from the academy, Yusuf Daw. So there we go. And just once again, can the cameraman hear us? If he can he raise his hand? Let us know. Or if anyone's listening back at the studio, can you let the cameraman know if we need, or let him know if we need to go up or down with our levels over towards yourselves? It would be very, very helpful. Well, subs are coming out towards the benches already. We're just waiting for the teams to come out. And as I say that, like magic, out they come onto the pitch. And Gateshead in their black and white half and half shirts from Hope and Glory, looking absolutely fantastic. And it looks as though the visitors are going to be in their classic red shirts, white shorts, red socks. Nottingham Forest under 21s, of course. And the teams are going out on parade there on the pitch. And we'll just quickly ask this once more time. Can the cameraman hear us? It would be very helpful if you could be let known. The cameraman is set up on the other side of the pitch and not introduced himself to anybody. Well, one thing I can tell you, you've got commentary here. So there we go. And as I say, the teams are going through the handshakes. I'll quickly go through them sides again. George Murray-Jones in goal for Nottingham Forest. Jimmy Sinclair, David Madupe, Matthew Orr, Josh Powell, Archie Whitehall, Ford Smith, Brian McClure, Donald McNally, McDonald Francis, Callum Thompson. And for starting for Gateshead is Dan Cameron, Josh Anafawosi, Tom Lavery, Ben Williams, Keown Lewis Burgess, Rocco Coyle, Martin Smith, Michael Spellman, Fenton John, Billy Chadwick and Dom Telford. So we are, as I say, at this moment in time, all set up, ready to go. We're just waiting for the coin toss at this moment in time. And I can see the cameraman playing with his camera over there. Can you hear us over there, please? It would be very helpful if you could let us know. Can you hear me, cameraman? It would be nice if you could lift your arm up, please. Any chance? I guess not. Well, Fenton John wears the captain's armband tonight in the absence of David Ferguson and Josh Home. Gateshead will be shooting towards the River Tyne, the visitors towards the Felon End. Just before we set off, can the cameraman hear me? Has he got monitors in? Can he lift his arm up to let us know if he's hearing us loud and clear? Is it coming through okay? Well, that's the last time I'm asking. As we are about to get underway, Fenton John stands over the ball. Gateshead shooting towards the River Tyne, as I just mentioned before. Gateshead towards the Felon End. And we are all set for the first game of the National League Cup of the 26-27 season. Well, he wants to be bang on 7 o'clock. We've still got another minute to go. We've got out here quite early by my clock, but the referee's everyone's just walking around. Still waiting for the referee to get us underway. A little bit premature there, coming out. Getting the lads all set up. He's still waiting, looking at his watch. I don't think I've ever seen this before. I think we've waited about 10, 20 seconds. But fourth official, everyone's looking at him. Well, someone needs to correct the referee's watch. Well, he got out here a little bit too early. But you lovely listeners and viewers, if you can hear us on National League TV, thank you for your company. It just gives us that extra little bit of time together. But the referee now, he's raising his arms. And we're underway, everybody. As Gateshead bring the ball forward, Martin Smith gives it to Anna Ferozi on the right-hand side. Ball goes out of play for a Gateshead throw. It's been taken. Martin Smith receives the ball. Plays it back to Lavery, who pumps the ball forward, looking for Fenton John, who looks to be playing it as in the front three at the moment, as he receives the ball, driving with it right-hand side, has to turn around and lay it off, gives it back. And Anna Ferozi has to make Martin Smith run there, gets it to Lavery. Lavery chips the ball forward. Dom Telford had made a run, and the ball's being cleared out of play on the far side. Well, throw-in's been taken, and it comes off Anna Ferozi and out as he tried to get past the player. Well, thank you to everyone that has joined us so far. Remember, hit like and subscribe. And if you're watching and can hear us on National League TV, thank you for your company. National League Cup action here as the ball goes back to Murray Jones. Plays it back out to Madub and plays in the centre, and now McClure can play it back to Murray Jones, all in blue for our audio listeners. As he pumps that ball forward, looking for the run of Jimmy Sinclair, and Gateshead just able to clean up through Ben Williams, and Lavery now can pump that ball forward, asking a little bit too much of his forward line there, but Martin Smith battling in the middle to win it back. Still Forest on the ball as it comes out to Sinclair, but it does come off Billy Chadwick and out for a throw. Sinclair just right of the Gateshead dugout from our commentary position. Ball won by Gateshead, but mopped up well though by Archie Whitehall. Ball played across to the far side, and Madoub plays it forward down the line. Francis tries to chase onto it, and out it goes off Martin Smith. Someone's asking if it's on DAZN. I believe it's National League TV. As the ball comes back to Archie Whitehall, plays it back to Madoub. Across to Sinclair. Sinclair has to get on his toes. Keeps the ball under control. Plays it back down the line. Madoop gives it inside. Back to Madoop from McClure. Nice footwork from Madoop. Sinclair's on his toes and a nice ball played through, but too much on it, and that'll go all the way through to Dan Cameron on his Gateshead debut. Of course, played for neighbours Hebburn Town in their promotion campaign in the early stages, and then finished his season off at Boston United last year. As Telford holds the ball up well, spreads it to Chadwick. Chadwick just cuts inside of it, still going Chadwick, just dances past Archie Whitehall and lays it back to Tom Lavery, just inside the Forest half. Anafawosi down the line. There's Fenton John, cuts in with the ball, just slows down. Sorry, it's Spellman, not Fenton John there. Lewis Burgess, who had a fantastic second half debut. Smith gives it to Lavery. Anafawosi is in front of him, receives the ball. Spellman's on his toes on the far side. He's just beaten to the ball and the ball goes out of play, but for a Gateshead throw. Just one more time. Can the cameraman hear us? Are we coming through loud and clear? Let us know. Do we need to turn our levels up or down? Anyway, at the moment, Gateshead trying to chase possession as Forest on a nice break here. They get the ball out to McNelly. McNelly has to turn and it plays off Anafawosi out for a throw to the visitors. Into the 5th minute, still 0-0 here. No Castaigne chances. And we've got Squid Game tuning in all the way from Florida. Thank you very much for your company. As the ball goes over. Oh, it's played back, and I thought that had went out there, but it's a throw, not a goal kick. At the corner even. On the far side, quickly taken, goes to Martin Smith. Gets it to player coach. Stroked it back to Ben Williams. Ben Williams carries it over the halfway line. Gets it out to Chadwick on this left-hand side. Back to Lewis Burgess, who's playing left back of the back three tonight. Ball played forward by Lavery, looking for Anafawosi. Anafawosi brings the ball down right on the touchline on the right-hand side. Plays it to Spellman. Spellman drives with the ball, plays it through to Smith. Smith lays it. Oh, he tried to pull it inside. I thought he might went for the shot, but lots of red shirts there, just getting the ball clear. And Powell with a fantastic clearance into touch of a throw on the halfway line for Gateshead. Although they're saying it isn't on the halfway line, it must have went out further down the line. Not in any hurry here. Anafawosi being told to hurry up by the referee. Nodded forward and out. There's Matthew Orr with the header. Another throw to Gateshead. Anafawosi looking for movement, looking for options. Referee counting down. Of course, new rules this year. As Anafawosi gets the ball back from Fenton John, crosses the ball in, it's deep, it's going to go round, and as I say, it's been cleared by Nottingham Forest, only to the edge of the area though. Kieran Burgess, Fenton John wins the ball back, and nice one too, but it wasn't what the Nottingham Forest player wanted. Gateshead back in possession as Coyle plays it across to Lavery on the halfway line. Spellman, Anafawosi was making a run, but Spellman drives himself down the right-hand side. He's still going, wins the corner. He's done very well there. Spellman. Real creative live wire for Gateshead down that right-hand side. He's been signed for Gateshead less than a week. So we're going to see a corner from the far side. Spellman. Lavery wants it in towards the 6-yard box. They're all crowding that 6. In it comes. It's a tight one towards the keeper. It's been headed away, and that goes out for another corner. It was a good delivery, that. Taken short, though. It's Fenton John. Just Gets the ball to Anafawozi. Anafawozi beats one man, cuts inside, goes for a shot and, well, drived it into the ground, bounces up into the keeper's chest. Someone saying, can we score from a corner? It wasn't a bad corner, to be honest. The first one. Madoop plays it forward. Comes to Sinclair. Sinclair just having to hold it up, plays it inside. And now Gateshead do block it, but it does fall for McNelly, who was fouled in the centre circle by Ben Williams. Dom Telford talks to the referee. It's been quickly taken. It's out to the left-hand side, and now the visitors play it forward to Francis, down to the dead ball line, pulls it across, and there's Williams to play it off Fenton John and out for off Spellman and out for a corner to the visitors. 9 minutes gone, still 0-0. Well, Josh Powell has made his way over to the corner flag on the far side to take this one. We wait the delivery. All the players on the edge of the box nearly. Now they're running, waiting for the delivery. It's a curling ball. Fenton John clears it, but only as far as Smith. Smith lays it off. There's a player down, but he's appealing for something, but he's up. And his teammates have the ball on the edge of the area. Madoop try to play it to his teammate there. Billy Chadwick comes away with the ball, though. Tries to get past another man, and that was a nice block. And now McNally, twist and turn on the left-hand side, plays it down the line to Sinclair, just in front of the Gateshead dugout, back to the halfway line. And Madoop sees Sinclair on the run. It's a good run. He's onside, but the ball just bounces away from him towards Dan Cameron. Dangerous ball, that. It's good vision. Lavery pings the ball forward towards Dom Telford. Headed out, though, by Orr. He's been quite good in the air so far. Matthew Orr. Throw taken now. Smith back to Anafawozi. Anafawozi moves it across to Ben Williams in the centre of defence, who can bring the ball forward himself. He's got Lewis Burgess here on the halfway line, who cuts inside, gets past his man, plays it. Oh, tried to thread it through to Fenton John. It needed a lot more on it, and Forest now can clear up from the back, as though the ball forward wasn't the greatest, and Smith intercepted, and Fenton John was fouled about 30 yards out here, left-hand side of the D. Very central. Interesting to see Fenton John in a more tack and roll this season. Doesn't look out of place. It seems to have been freed up, as it were, in his role. Well, there is two players standing over at that fancy. It's Spellman and Coyle. I think Spellman's going to be the one that wants to take it. Spellman hits it, gets it up and over. Oh, great save. Tips it over the bar. Wow. I see you'd expect the keeper to save that one, but it was going. He was diving across and back across his body, put the arm up. Spellman going to take the corner on the far side. The wind is just getting up. You can see the foliage moving behind the stand. As it comes in, it's another close one. Oh, headed clear by Madoop. The keeper, three players were left on the ground for Forest as they all got in each other's way, and a free kick has been given there as a referee just telling people not to block it there. Ball's with Madoop, plays it back. Madout plays it back into the centre. Gateshead trying to pressure, and that pressure's paid off as Gateshead have the ball in the centre, but Fenton John dispossessed and the ball chipped forward from Whitehall, and that ball isn't going to stay in though for Thompson on the far side. Throw it to Gateshead. Very high from the visitors, pushing forward. They want to win the ball inside the Gateshead area. The ball's launched forward. Oh, Dom Telford brought it down, just couldn't get it to a teammate. There's a bit of a ball bouncing around as Telford lobs it forward, headed clear by Forest. Martin Smith brings it down. Ben Williams gets the loose ball, gives it to Chadwick on this left-hand side, and then Lewis Burgess back inside his own half can just slow it down. Gateshead can regain the shape. Ball to Spellman, he turns on the halfway line, drives with it out to Anafawosi. Still driving forward, Spellman, but Anafawosi doesn't release it. Still has the ball, puts the cross in. It's going to go around towards the back post where Chadwick is, but the defender can hook that one clear about just next to the Forest dugout. It's a throw to Gateshead. Well, the way Gateshead are playing, they're taking it seriously. Coyle back to Williams. If you're just joining us, 15 minutes gone. Gateshead 0, Nottingham Forest 0. National League Cup action. Live on National League TV. As the ball pinged up towards Chadwick. Doesn't win the ball in the air, but the ball goes out for a Gateshead throw. Quickly taken. Lewis Burgess. Coyle plays across the hole there. Martin Smith gets it to Lavery. Lavery, closed down, and as I say, the ball ricochets off McDonald Francis, and he was nearly through on goal, but his touch off him just went too close to Cameron. Lavery will have to move the ball a little bit quicker. It's good closing down from Francis. Got something out of nothing, even though he wasn't able to get on the end of his own disruption there. Is lovely stuff from Fenton John was wanting the ball back, didn't get it, and at the moment Gateshead still in possession through Coyle. Forward line, they're really putting it in there, the two forwards in McNelly and Francis. They're trying to close down. Anafawosi plays it back to Dan Cameron. Cameron kicks the ball up the pitch. It's going to be headed in the air by Orr. Anafawosi being strong there. And ball nodded down. Smith manages to get it to Spellman. Nice from Anafawosi, and Gateshead just get the ball moving in midfield as Spellman holds the ball up, gives it to Coyle, back to Smith, who's dropped into a bit of a makeshift centre-back. He had to make his teammates work to get to that ball, but they've got it. Forest pressing forward, though, and it goes all the way back to Cameron. Cameron all the way across to Anafawosi, but that was well read by Josh Powell. Heads the ball clear, and Lavery battling to see the ball out, and he does, and it's a throw to Gateshead. Someone's asking, can you watch this game? I believe you can. I don't know what service it's on. I think it might be on DAZN. If it is, I haven't been told. I know some of the games were on YouTube last year. I don't know if that's the case. Hasn't been much communication, I must be said. But for those joining us for commentary, thank you very much. Remember, hit that like and subscribe. And hopefully, if you are watching on National League TV, you can hear us loud and clear. Cameron with a long punt up the pitch. It's going to bounce through though, and Chadwick gets onto it. Plays it down the line, takes a little deflection. Crossed in though by Doyle towards the back post. The keeper and the defender not in the greatest communication. Anafawosi picks up the ball on the far side and wins a throw-in off his fellow number 11. And Gateshead making the keeper come out of his out of 6-yard box there and having to fist it away. Defender had the same idea, but with his head, of course. As played inside. Oh, nice stuff on the left-hand or right-hand side, and Fenton John turns, lays it off to Chadwick. Chadwick in the box. A lot of red shirts appeared in front of him though, and the ball has been picked up by Martin Smith. Nice little touch, and Coyle, well, Gateshead do keep possession, but had to work for it. Apparently it'll come through loud and clear on the stream. So is that on the National League TV one? If it is, please let us know. But it is still 0-0 into the 19th minute here. Nottingham Forest in possession at the moment. Now passing it around the back or on the ball, gives it to Madupe. Madupe gets the ball back, plays it down the line. Nice little flick on for Sinclair, whose touch takes him away from Chadwick, driving into the box as a man in the centre. Oh, it just didn't pick out the number 10. And now McNally has the ball, twisting and turning, trying to edge something out. He does get the ball back. Pressure from Gateshead making them play the ball back, and that's a poor ball. And Gateshead can now get on the attack. Spellman cuts inside. Can he send Fenton John away? He could, but the goalkeeper reads it very well and clears it from the edge of his box. And there's a good tussle going on there between Lewis Burgess and Smith as the visitors just try and regain some composure and play it into the centre. Chipped forward. There isn't anyone there. Although they've come across, and that's a nice turn from Ben Williams. Does well, but that's tenacious stuff from Francis. They're on the foot. Smith has the ball right hand side, plays it in. Oh, had to be a crucial interception by Smith for Gateshead. And the ball up towards Telford. Smith picks it up in midfield though now. Gateshead Smith, that is. And Spellman just moves his body to get in front of the ball and brings it forward. Tries to lay it off and just couldn't beat the next man. It just went a little bit scrappy. As Forest just slow it down, get themselves into shape, and McClure on the ball. Plays it back to Orr. Orr has the ball back. Madupe, they're just slowing it down, Forest now. They're trying to regain their composure, but a ball over the top for Sinclair. Sinclair's got pace to burn as he drives into the box. Can he get there? Oh, great stuff. Oh, he's kept the ball in. Oh, ball. I say that, the linesman's flag went up and out it went, but Lewis Burgess had a real battle on his hands with Jimmy Sinclair. And the number 2 for Nottingham Forest under 21s is really catching the eye. He's got afterburners and more, it would seem, number 2, Jimmy Sinclair. But it's goal kick to Gateshead. Apparently we all come through loud and clear on National League TV, which is nice to hear. And I hope you're enjoying the service provided for us, National League TV. As Coyle plays it back to Ben Williams. Lavery just takes a touch and plays it back into the centre. Lewis Burgess back to Ben Williams. Both sides just slowing it down somewhat, trying to build. We had that mad couple of minutes where it was end to end, but that ball to Anafawosi, the communication, they're arguing there, but Forrester just took the ball forward and it goes out for another throw. And Gateshead just need to switch on a little bit here. Is this an opportunity for Forest to make an opportunity down the left from this throw? Level with the corner of the box. McNally holds the ball up, goes back down the line with it. And now comes across to Madupe. And gets it sitting a little bit deep here. Jimmy Sinclair, though, once again, runs into space. Can I keep on onto this one, though? And he's definitely a useful asset. Jimmy Sinclair. He's playing right back. Really getting forward. Or right wing back, should I say. It'd be nice to see if he develops more in the future, because he looks quite a player. Certainly seems to have the athleticism. Lewis Burgess with the throw. Dom Telford chests it down, but Forest managed to get the ball under control, and nice footwork gives it to Orr puts it over the top. It's be offside if that one there. It is. Offside flag goes up. It was a good 2 yards off there. You just see him talking to his friends there, saying he thought he was on, thought he had come back on. But we are back underway. Anafawozi. Smith plays it forward, and foul on Smith. A free kick. If anyone would like to let us know where they're listening from in the world or watching, we know we had a viewer from out there in Florida. Of course, Gateshead twinned with Florida because of the weather similarities. As Ben Williams brings the ball forward, because it's to Lewis Burgess just on the halfway line, just has to slow it down and give it back. As Ben Smith's ball, oh, not the best, and bring the ball forward now. Forest gets it over, and has poor passing from Forest. Gateshead do recover, and Anafawozi can bring the ball forward on the right-hand side. Just has to slow it down. Gives it back to Martin Smith, not Ben Smith, as just said there before. Apologies. Ben Williams brings the ball forward, gets it out to Chadwick on this left-hand side. Takes a touch, and Coyle on the inside receives it. If he looks across the far side, Anafawozi's in acres of space, and he has. Anafawozi brought the ball down, gets it under control, drives with it down to the corner flag. Gets a corner, though. It's a good tackle, and Anafawozi was motoring there. Well, our man in Florida says, it's been red hot here. I'm a Gateshead man. I'm not built for this weather. Well, Anafawozi has the ball. Out to Martin Smith. Plays it inside to Lavery. Lavery couldn't control it. It was a bit too much pace on that, and out for a goal kick. A little bit of a waste there. Nottingham Forest have their goal kick. Subs from both sides warming up. I don't think it's to keep warm. It's quite a mild night. They're obviously thinking, can they get involved in the second half early on? As the ball cleared out by Matupe. It's a Gateshead throw right in front of the Forest dugout. Of course, Nottingham Forest have had quite a few North East players and managers in their time. Frank Clark, Steve Stone, Gateshead lad. The ball pinged forward. Lavery nods it down to Anafawozi. Just has to turn and give it back to Lavery inside his own half and across the defence to Ben Williams, who takes a touch, brings it forward, plays it out to Chadwick. Chadwick sets Lewis Burgess away. On the inside, there's Fenton John. That's good passing, but he has to go towards the corner flag, and the ball has been dispossessed from Fenton John, but that's a good win from Coyle, and he goes down, just couldn't keep a hold of it, and now Forest on the attack. It is Francis. There's a good tackle from Martin Smith as well. Oh, he's got a yellow card there. From my impression, I thought he had won the ball, but referee closer than me. Free kick. Must have made contact. Letter of the law, of course, if you tackle from behind, nearly always goes with the attacking player. But on first impressions, I thought he had won that one. But a free kick just next to the centre circle, very central, inside the gated half. An opportunity for the visitors to loft this ball up into the area. Committed a lot of men forward here, Forest. Ball lofted in. All's there, wins a free header and just puts it well wide. Well worked free kick there from the visitors. Still 0-0 though. Gateshead with the short goal kick here. Lavery to Cameron. Cameron with a long clear, kick up towards Dom Telford. The ball goes out of play for a Gateshead throw though. And as of yet, there's only been one goalkeeper really called into action, and that was Murray Jones from the Spellman free kick. Apart from that, we haven't seen much. And Telford managed to get the ball to Spellman. Spellman just dispossessed, but Gateshead trying to win the ball back, and is judged to have been a foul. Spellman come away with the ball, but a referee gives a free kick to the visitors. Somebody giving the referee encouragement from the training wheel stand there. Or plays it across to and gets it back. Whitehall plays it back to the defender. Oh, and Gateshead good pressure there. Oh, well, it's been cleared out and forcing errors from the Forest defence, Gateshead. Lewis Burgess with the throw-in. Sends it through for Fenton John, but it's been intercepted. Fenton John trying to win the ball back. It's been played off a Forest player, and Chapman. Oh, Chadwick just wiped out there and arguing his innocence. McClure and gets a yellow card. I think that's a little bit harsh, to be honest. I think the referee had a different angle to me. It was a foul, but I don't think it was a yellow. I think that's harsh. Very harsh on the youngster there. But a free kick to Gateshead. Closer to the touchline than the corner of the box here. On this left-hand side. Spellman stands over it. He's going to be the man that delivers it. Anna Fawosi and Lewis Burgess are the only Gateshead players not up and in and around the box. Coyle is on the edge of the box as well, but Spellman. We are seeing a little bit of wind. The back of the goal nets are just rippling a little bit, but nothing that should disrupt the flight of any ball tonight, I don't think. Spellman raises his hand. In comes the delivery. It's a nice curling one. Oh, the keeper had to get a hand to it and goes out for a goal kick. I thought he mustn't have got a touch to it. It looked like he got a touch on that as it was curling past, but a dangerous delivery nonetheless. Seems to be a real asset that's been added to the Gateshead squad. Michael Spellman, of course, North East lad, won Fans Player of the Year at Newport County last year. Real fan favourite, and in the early showings of his Gateshead career, very exciting player. Loves a pink boot. As Murray Jones, impeccable kicking. The ball's got through to Ford Smith, and Gateshead trying to win the ball back. That's great play from Lewis Burgess, and the ball back to Cameron, who clears the ball in turn. It's up in the air, and he got halfway up the pitch, halfway up the Gateshead half, should I say. And at the moment, Forest just trying to get that ball to McNally. It's going to bounce, but the offside flag goes up. But Ben Williams was there nonetheless to win the header. Free kick to Gateshead. Well, Dan Cameron got the ball placed, ready to take this free kick. Launches this one up towards Billy Chadwick. Doesn't win the aerial battle, and neither does Sinclair, and that bounces straight out for a throw-in. Madupe. Smith wins the header from the throw. Ben Williams wins his header. It's been brought down by Spellman, lays it off to Chadwick, and there's the ball back to Dan Cameron, but the hunting in packs at the moment. Forest trying to close down Gateshead on the ball as it's been headed out by Josh Powell on the far side. It was all he could really do, but it's got Gateshead a throw near the Forest box, and it's a poor throw, and Forest just intercept that, and now they can bring the ball forward as McClure plays it out to the far side, and at the moment I just feel like Forest are trying to change a gear here, but that's good defending from Anafawozi. He gets in front of his man and marshals the ball to a teammate, and Williams now can play the ball out to Lewis Burgess. Lewis Burgess looked to play it down the line, but Sinclair had Chadwick covered. And Lavery now can bring the ball forward. If he looks up, gets Anafawozi. Anafawozi has Spellman in front of him, back to Anafawozi, and Anafawozi knocks it on for himself to run onto, but Orr gets there in front of him. And Forest, poor passing there, and straight to a Gateshead player. And at the moment, Fenton John lays it out. Now he's got Spellman on the overlap here, who he plays it out to, cuts inside. Just the ball took a little knock off the defender. Did enough, but Forest can't get it under control, and Gateshead can. Still inside the Forest half. Anafawozi has the ball. It goes all the way back to Ben Williams, who's just on the edge of the centre circle. Has to turn. Laid off to Lavery. Lavery picks out Anafawozi, who's hugging the touchline on the far side. Gets it to Spellman. Spellman gives it to Martin Smith. Smith to Coyle. Back to Smith. And then across the defence to Williams, who can cross the halfway line with it. Brings it forward. He's got Lewis Burgess on this left-hand side. Now, can he pick out someone in the centre? Drives down with it, down towards the dead ball line. Plays it inside. Gets it back. Pulls across in. An offside flag did go off there. And just not looking along the line there as he ran forward to receive the ball. But we're into 36 minutes here at Gateshead National Stadium. National League Cup action. Gateshead versus Nottingham Forest under 21s if you're just arriving with us. And it's still 0-0. Gateshead with the best opportunity from a free kick. There's Murray Jones's goal kicks have been impeccable so far. But Anafawozi can play it back to Dan Cameron, who his ball just skew whiffs there a little bit, gets up to the halfway line. I was just wondering if the wind affected that. Commentator's curse when I said it probably wouldn't affect it before, but had a bit of a spin on it, that ball. Gateshead with Ben Williams though. Centre of defence. Plays it to Coyle. Coyle looks up, gets it to Lewis Burgess, but his ball was easily read by Sinclair, and now Ford Smith can bring the ball forward. He cuts into the box, goes down. Referee says no penalty, and there wasn't many appeals either, to be honest, as Chadwick brings the ball forward. Can he get past his man? He can. Oh, good stuff from Powell, and he just, McClure, flicks it round, and now Madupe can bring the ball forward. We're just seeing a little bit of a gear change here now as McNelly drives through, gets the ball. Can he cross it into the centre? He can, but Francis couldn't get there, and he's dispossessed when he did try to get a touch of the ball, and Coyle can get it to Spellman. Spellman now to Fenton John, just leaves the ball behind him, gets it under control. And the game just speeding up a little bit here. And now Spellman gets the ball in space on the far side. Can bring the ball forward himself. Anafawozi for company. Anafawozi just drops back, gets it to Martin Smith. Comes across to this left-hand side. Lewis Burgess. Coyle. Back to Williams. Lavery. Well, Spellman gets the ball under control, gets it to Anafawozi. Spellman does trot forward, but doesn't get the ball. And the ball comes off Anafawozi for a throw to Nottingham Forest. Whether you're a fan of this competition or not, I know it's a partisan competition amongst non-league fans, but this one's been played at a good tempo. As McNelly wins the header. Been brought down though in midfield by Forest, and it'll come in together off the ball. Sinclair has it inside. He sees a man. Oh, he nearly sent McNelly away on the far side. Francis sets Ford Smith, and Sinclair had got forward, but Ben Williams intercepts it. His clearance though only as far as Powell. Now Ford Smith has the ball. Can he cut inside? He lays it back off to McClure. And all the way back to Madupe, and Forest just reset at the back. Powell back to now Madupe. Whitehall looks to get this ball moving forward as McNelly drops deep to get involved. Back to Whitehall, out to McClure, and the ball forward wasn't the greatest for McNelly, and Gateshead interceptors. Fenton John plays it off the Forest player for a throw between the dugouts. Didn't have much option there. 39 minutes gone though, if you're just joining us. Still 0-0 on this pleasant August evening. Ball launched forward, picked up though by the visitors, nodded forward as Fenton John just loses his footing. Forest can chip that ball forward as Ben Williams wins that header well, and the ball passed back to Tommy Lavery, who can bring the ball forward himself. His ball forward was not very good, and Francis has latched onto that, but Lavery can make up for his mistake and get in front of this ball, and he's put it out of touch on the far side as Callum Thompson was all over his back trying to win that one. Forest, McClure plays it back to now Madupe. Sinclair's in acres of space on this right hand side. The ball comes to him now. Smith plays it inside. Back to Whitehall plays it out to on the left hand side, and at the moment trying to thread their way through the centre. The visitors just intercepted by Gateshead, and they can try and get this ball a bit further forward, relieve some of the pressure. Poor ball forward from Lavery, and now McNelly drives into the box. Can he pull it forward? Saved by Dan Cameron. Is going to poked away. Here comes another shot from Whitehall. Hasn't been fully cleared yet, and that one over the bar. And Gateshead guilty of not clearing the lines well there. Another day, they might have made the back of the net ripple there. Dan Cameron trots across to the right-hand side of the 6-yard box to take this goal kick. And in turn, all the players migrate across that side of the pitch. Dan Cameron with a good kick. Dom Telford beaten to the ball. Ben Williams wins it in the air, and Anafuzi can bring it down. There's a runner through the centre in Telford, but the ball, there's way too much on it, and it's easy enough for the Forest keeper to get under control. Sinclair, little touch inside, and Chadwick just did enough to disrupt the ball. Gateshead cannot get the ball under control with Fenton John, and McClure, if he looks up, Sinclair's on his toes and running through, but Lewis Burgess had it covered, and out it goes for a throw in to Gateshead. Throw taken. Coyle plays it into the centre. There's a little flick from Spellman. Doesn't find its target, but Spellman back helping defending on the far side as Thompson tries to get past Spellman. Spellman sticking to him there. Now the ball threaded through, comes across into the centre, but there is Ben Williams to clear up. And got to say, Gateshead's the makers of their own downfall at times here. There's a throw on the far side. Now taken. And Forest go all the way back. Powell, Madupe, and Madupe Good control, gets it out to this right-hand side. Smith has Sinclair, who he uses down towards the dead ball line. Delivery is impeccable, but he clears it out. Ben Williams again. Don't think he's missed a header today. Throw in on the right-hand side of the pitch for Forest. 2 minutes left of the first half remain here. There's Sinclair. Under pressure, plays it through. It's a nice little ball, and Smith gets it forward for the visitors. McNally plays it out to Thompson. Thompson back heel to set Powell away. Can he put the ball in the centre? He can, but it's too close to Dan Cameron. There is a Forest player down at the moment. McClure. I think it's more frustration than anything else. Referees telling him to get up. His manager's telling him to get up as well, as Gateshead bring the ball forward through Martin Smith. Smith has Telford in front of him, who receives the ball and, well, just couldn't keep it under control. And at the moment, Forest, Whitehall, McClure. Sinclair peels out to this right-hand side, but it's back with McClure at the moment. Sinclair's on his toes now, and I think he's beat the offside trap. No, he hasn't. Looked close, that one. And he says to the linesman that was close. But a free kick to Gateshead, and we've got about 45 seconds remaining. I make it from the stadium clock. As Dom Telford is down injured. Just felt after when he received that ball and then he tried to chase after it, he didn't look the most comfortable. So Dom Telford down at the moment. And the physio and the doctor. The doctor's making his way onto the pitch as well. Yeah, this could be the hamstring. He's up. He's holding the back of his knee. But Forest players taking time to take on water here. 1 minute of added on time here at the end. As Dom Telford is walking, but I don't know if that's going to be the end of his evening. Dom Telford still making his way off the pitch with the physio and the doctor. He is walking, but it's not at any great speed. Once again, everyone, thank you for joining us on National League TV. Of course, on the audio stream on Heed On Me podcast. National League Cup action, the first match day of the competition for Gateshead today. I think Dom Telford evening is done. So Gateshead temporarily down to 10 men. We've got 1 minute of added on time, which we've more or less had, but there has been about a 90-second stoppage, if not more. Dom Telford gets a round of applause from the Tyneham Weir stand, and just hasn't really been his time in a Gateshead shirt as of yet. Injuries plaguing his time on Tyneside. Cameron with a long kick. Midfield battle, those where this ball's going to be picked, and McNally picks it up. Can he beat his man? Oh, it's been won back by Gateshead. They're still down to 10 men, remember. Fenton John's on his toes trying to get between these two defenders. Handball! Surely, referee. Well, the referee didn't give it, and it's still being played on as Madupe has got away with one there. And now Forest trying to slow it down and play it across to Powell on the far side. Well, you can say hand to ball, but he definitely handled it. And there is the half-time whistle, 0-0 here at Gateshead International Stadium. The one effort that made the goalkeeper really work was the one from Spellman from a free kick. And as I say, at this moment in time, it's 0-0 in the National League Cup. We'll be back in about 10 minutes with, for the second half. So don't go anywhere. Well, hello there. We are back ready for the second half, and we'll see exactly how the scores are around the National League Cup at the moment. We'll go through the fixtures tonight. Wealdstone 0, Wolverhampton Wanderers 0, Gateshead 0, Nottingham Forest 0, of course. Scunthorpe 1, Stoke City 0. It's FC Halifax Town 3, Derby County 2. Goals are plenty down there at the Shea. It's Hornchurch 1, Norwich City 1. Braintree 0, Ipswich Town 0. There's just been a goal at Worthing. Worthing are winning 1-0 at home against West Ham. Aldershot 0, Fulham under-21s 1. And then in another group, it is Solihull Moors 1, Middlesbrough 2, Boreham Wood 5, Leeds United 0. And Tamworth are currently drawing 0-0 with Newcastle United. If we go further down the competition, Truro City on 0-0 against Southampton. Boston are winning 1-0 at home to Birmingham City. Sutton United 0, Leicester City 0, and Woking 0, West Brom 0. So there you go. Those are the scores around the National League Cup at this moment in time. So we are waiting for the teams to come back out. It did look like Dom Telford's evening had ended early towards the back end of that first half, and we'll see what Gateshead will do in the second half. Of course, Lee Catmull did make a half-time change and change things up tactically on Saturday against Woking and went on to win the game 2-0. His hand is forced here to make a change, and just looking at the subs warming up, Ben Chapman isn't out there. So I wonder if we're going to see Ben Chapman introduced very soon. Neither is Callum Bowen, so we might see either one of those entering the fray for the second half. And as I say, we'll let you know as soon as we do. But the groundsmen are out there with the fork. They've been given a prod here and a prod there, but there's very little to do on this pitch. Looks like the absolute proverbial carpet, as they say. And it's a lovely, mild evening here on Tyneside. Once again, thank you for your company, whether it be on the audio stream of the Heed Army podcast or, of course, on the National League TV stream as well. Please do join the Heed Army podcast at 8 p.m. this Thursday. We're hoping to have some company from the Glovers podcast as we preview the game down at Yeovil on Saturday. Of course, it's a 12:30 kickoff as well, so don't forget that when you're preparing for your Saturday fix of football. And, well, the teams are coming back out. Forest are out first, as we await Gateshead to come out, and also we await to find out who will be replacing Dom Telford in the second half. Well, Ben Clark makes his way out to the bench, the Gateshead coach, former Gateshead captain as well. As the round of applause comes from the Tyneway stand as Gateshead make their way back out onto the pitch. Macaulay Bowen is stripped and ready, wearing number 35. So I think, and so is Harry Chapman. Freudian slip there. Just trying to see who isn't coming back out here for the second half. With Chapman about to come on. I think it's, well, Chapman comes on for Telford, and I think Bowen might be for, it is, Callum Bowen has come on for Spellman. So 2 changes for Gateshead, 1 forced, 1 tactical. You would imagine, of course, the rules in this competition, the National League side has to play 4 players that started in the last league game. There has been some teams that have kicked off and instantly made a substitution of 4 players. As somebody just opened a can of Fanta there next to a bottle of Fanta and just sprayed half the stand around him at the moment. Luckily didn't get us. Gateshead shooting towards the Fallon end, the visitors towards the Tyne, towards the River Tyne even. As Forest have us underway. Powell plays the ball back to Murray Jones. Back to Powell. Takes a touch and plays the ball up the pitch, and Thompson gets it under control. But Anafawozi disrupts and interrupts and plays the ball forward himself. Chapman nods the ball on for Fenton Don to chase onto, but Powell does well to get back in front of him. And that's the first dodgy kick we've seen from the goalkeeper tonight, and that goes out for a corner to Gateshead. Well, Harry Chapman comes over to take the corner. We await the delivery. In it comes towards the near post. Oh, and well, Doyle was coming in towards the near post, just couldn't get the control on it. But it goes out for a Gateshead throw to Anafawozi. Having to hold that ball up. He's got two men on him. Gets it through, and Gateshead some good passing there. Gets it back to Chapman. Fenton John now down to the dead ball, and it's a good cross. Chips it towards the back post. Lewis Burgess was coming in but headed clear, and now Smith for the visitors can bring the ball forward. He crosses the halfway line. McNally's in front of him. The ball's fed through. He's in a foot race with Lavery. He's got past Lavery. Lavery with a good tackle, and the ball goes out for a corner on the far side. Well, recovered there because he lost the foot race. And McNally, big, strong and fast, but couldn't get his shot away on target. Oh, Whitehall is going to take this corner on the far side for Forest. Edge of the area, they all come running in towards the penalty spot. It's been kicked clear, but it's going to go back out to Whitehall, who chips it forward, but only as far as Chapman, who headed it out, but Gateshead do win possession in midfield. And now on the far side, Chadwick tries to play the ball forward, and it comes off. I think it was Powell that was on defensive duties on the right-hand side of the pitch. We've got a Forest player having to get his shoe back on. Oh. And someone's saying there's no comms on my laptop, if anyone else can hear us. Please let us know, make sure that we're coming through loud and clear. As the ball comes out to Anafawozi. Anafawozi tries to get past his man, but Powell does really well. Now Thompson can bring it forward. There's a runner through the centre in Smith, but intercepted by Gateshead. And Bowen cannot keep the ball in. It goes out for a throw to the visitors. Well, ball played back to Orr. Gateshead intercept though in midfield as Fenton John has the ball. He's going to lay it off to Chadwick. Chadwick didn't get the shot away. They just got in front of it and disrupted it. Good defending. Well, ball played back now to Dubé. Well, everyone else is saying I'm loud and clear. As the ball comes out to Thompson on this left-hand side, puts a ball into the centre. Beaten in the air, Ben Williams, but the ball falls to Lewis Burgess. Coyle drops deep to get involved. Pings a ball forward for Bowen to chase on, but Powell has all day to head that away. Brought down in midfield by Smith, and that was a bit of a blind pass, but Fenton John does well to get back, and then Smith gets it forward to Chapman. Chapman trying to dance around, has been a pull, and the referee pulls it back for a free kick to Gateshead. Well, at the moment, Powell gives the ball across to this far side. Thompson receives it, cuts inside himself, driving into the centre. Smith gets a touch and pings it out. It's out on the right-hand side. It's still 0-0 here. If you just join us, Smith drives into the box for the visitors. Nice bit of footwork and lays it off, and Gateshead intercept the ball forward though. And now when Anafawozi can drive with it, gives it to Chapman. Chapman inside back to Anafawosi, just a touch, just took it away from him, and the visitors get it in midfield, and they put a crossfield ball into Thompson, who brings it down well up against Boone. No, the nice runner there from Francis. Francis chips it into the centre, but there's nobody there, and the man on the far side of the box gets a shot away, cleared by Gateshead. And at the moment, no one really grabbing this ball and making it theirs as Fenton John brings the ball down. Lewis Burgess back to Cameron. Cameron clears that ball up there and brought down well on the halfway line by Powell. Smith for the visitors, just dispossessed to a good tackle from Lewis Burgess, and now Chadwick brings the ball forward. If he looks across, he can find Boone. Boone has to control it, does nicely there. And Doyle, was he pushed? Referee says no. And Rocco Coyle back up on his feet, but Francis has the ball. If he looks across to the far side, there's a runner, and that's how he gets it to. Can he carry the ball forward? Lays it off to McClure. McClure's ball forward is not going to pick up anybody, and that will go to Ben Williams, who can turn round and just bring that ball forward now. Coyle drops deep to be involved. Lavery just caught on the ball there, and McNelly does well. The ball comes back to McNelly. He's in the box trying to find area, goes down, and the referee just waves. Didn't really, well, he's kind of appealing, but the ball hasn't went out yet, and Gateshead bring the ball forward. Good tackling and playing to the whistle, Gateshead, as Coyle just looking for options. He wants the ball to go to a teammate, and he goes long up towards Chapman, but he's got two around him. Wasn't going to win that, and the ball comes forward. Thompson brings it down. Anafawosi behind him. Bowen there as well, but Thompson danced past two and gets through, and the referee thought that might have been given that foul there. There was the Forest manager and coaching staff are asking why that wasn't given. It was a slight push. Ball fired forward by Cameron. Bowen just couldn't control it, and now Forest through Orr can get it back to Murray Jones. Orr gives it back to Murray Jones. Dupé plays it forward, and at the moment Forest just moving the ball about at the moment. Whitehall in midfield in the centre, plays it out to Thompson. Thompson, first time ball through the centre, and Smith is flying through for Forest, brings the ball down well, couldn't get past Ben Williams though, and he just clears the ball out for a throw on this left hand side. Still 0-0 if you all just joined us. 54 minutes gone in the second half, as the ball's with Thompson, plays it inside. Smith, who's come alive in the second half, it must be said. McClure holds the ball up, back to Smith in the centre, plays it to McNelly on the edge of the box, who has to turn. Give that to Powell. Powell gets the ball back. McNelly dropping deep to get involved, but it goes all the way back to Orr in the centre defence, and now McClure can clear it out, but his ball was intercepted by Anafawosi, who sends Fenton John forward, but Orr just gets in front of that and gives it back to his keeper. Dupé sends the man forward, but Lewis Burgess intercepts that, and Gateshead have it on the far side. Ball comes through to Lewis Burgess, appeals for offside, but he's on. Chapman threads it through to Fenton John, who tries to turn in the box. He's still going, but dispossessed, and poor clearance. Hits it off Francis, and well, it's just a little bit scrappy at times here again. Both sides not having the best passing display. And Whitehall goes down, but the ball was with Thompson. Thompson plays the ball into the centre. Smith, he lets it run over. That's good stuff. And on the far side, Sinclair just slows it down on the edge of the box. Plays it back to McClure. Thompson's in acres of space on this left-hand side. No one can see him. No one gets it. Going the ball back. And now Bowen gets it to Chapman. Chapman plays it inside. Coyle sends Bowen away, and Bowen in a sprint with Orr, and it's been pulled back by the referee, much to the dismay of the Forest coaching staff. Must admit, I didn't see it myself. I followed the ball. Well, anyway, this free kick for Gateshead. Thomas Lavery's going to be the one to take it. He puts a crossfield ball across to Chadwick, but Sinclair's there, heads it clear. Smith, for the visitors, gets it under control, lays it back to McClure. McClure sends Sinclair away on the far side. Thompson's coming in at the back post. Can the delivery come in? It's went long grass. Oh, and well, it got to Francis, who gets a deflected shot away, and it's a corner. But I say they got forward in numbers and at speed there, Nottingham Forest. And we are going to see Sam Bowen coming on as well. Of course, been out of injury since last season. So Sam Bowen stripped and ready for action. I think we might be seeing Robert Leach as well. But Powell is going to take the corner on the far side. Been a few different corner takers for Forest so far. 57 minutes gone, still 0-0. Forest looking to open the deadlock here. In comes the delivery. And it bounces through. Really should have hit the target there. Don't know if he got the header away. I think it was. Well, goal kick to Gateshead. Gateshead players still getting stripped and ready for action. Anafawosi, I don't know if he's limping here. There's goal kick. Chapman battling for it in the air. Brought down by Chadwick, but Chadwick beaten to it by McClure. And then Smith on the far side, and Forest really starting to get men moving forward when they get in possession. Is brought down by McClure. There's a man through the middle in McNelly, and well, Ben Williams, no nonsense, puts it out of touch on the far side. And I think we're going to see the substitution now, are we? No. Looks like there's going to be some subs for the visitors as well. There's one or two players getting stripped and ready for action. It goes all the way back through to Murray Jones in the Forest goal. McClure in midfield. Play the ball forward. Francis turns on the ball, drives through the centre. He's got a runner, but the ball couldn't make its way through. And Anafawosi sees it back to Dan Cameron, who cleared the ball in turn all the way up towards Chapman. The header wasn't, well, it was a good header from Powell, but out of play it goes. And here comes the double substitution. We're going to see Robert Leach coming on, and he will replace number 23, Billy Chadwick. And we're going to see Lewis Burgess as well come off as after his performance on Saturday as well. So Gateshead fresh legs on the pitch. Sam Bowen, nice to see him back on the pitch. And Robert Leach in then at looks like Martin Smith has went back to centre back. Throw into Gateshead. Chapman gets the ball down to the corner flag, gives it back to Anafawosi. Anafawosi to Chapman, plays it through to Bowen. Bowen takes down the dead ball line, pulls it back across. Couldn't pick out a black and white shirt, and Forest out here on this far side as Kyle judged to have fouled the player, and he did. He went right through the back of him, pushed him down. 60 minutes gone, still 0-0. National League Cup action here, live on National League TV. Smith for Forest turns on the ball, brings Whitehall into play, and Whitehall plays a nice ball out to this left-hand side. Thompson gets onto the ball up against Anafawosi, threads it through for Francis. Francis couldn't get there, and Smith plays it off out for a throw-in next to the corner flag. Powell is going to take this throw to Whitehall. McClure. Little back heel from Powell. And Gateshead managed to come away with the ball. Chapman plays it back, and nice stuff from Robert Leach. Just plays it back to Ben Williams out on the far side. And Gateshead trying to move this ball with purpose as Robert Leach of Gateshead's academy prospects. Gets the ball out on the far side, and Fenton John turns. Looks to see Callum Bowen, another academy prospect, gets the ball inside. Oh, forces Chapman on the edge of the box. Plays it through for Anafawosi. Gets a shot away. That's 1-0. Lovely movement in and around the box. Chapman just plays a death ball through. Anafawosi one-on-one with the keeper and just lifts it over him to give Gateshead the lead here on 61 minutes in the National League Cup. A lovely finish from Anafawosi. Calm. Keeper was coming out and just lifted it over into the back of the net. And we're going to see Ford Smith come off. And very impressed with that young man. Really come alive here in the second half. And we're also going to see Thompson come off as well. So they're going to be replaced by Lamin Silla and Zane Blake. Must admit, there's been some exciting prospects for Nottingham Forest in this one. Some very tidy players. You'd like to see some of these players get loan moves into the National League or maybe even the lower levels of the Football League. But if I was a Forest fan, I'd be quite excited with some of the prospects as Boone plays the ball back to Dan Cameron. Goes long with the ball, Boone chasing it down, but never going to get there in truth, and out it goes for a throw on the right-hand side of our commentary area, left-hand side of the pitch. Ball launched forward, headed on by Blake, and Silla. Far side, Madupe gets the ball, drives with it, he's still going. Gets past his man, gets it to Francis. Francis holds the ball up well. Good physical stuff from Francis. Drives into the box, takes down the dead ball line. Ball comes off the Gateshead player off Lavery and out for a corner to Forest. We're seeing a little bit more urgency from Forest here. Powell goes over to take the corner on the far side. We await the delivery. In it comes now. Movement has run at the back post. Ball over the top. Nodded on. And Bowen can chip that ball back to the goal scorer Anafawosi, who takes a touch and then gives it the old Peter Kay up the pitch, but it's been intercepted by Forest. That's a little bit scrappy there passing, but Gateshead get the ball moving. Coyle, yeah, nice crossfield ball to pick out Tom Lavery, who gets it under control. Chapman playing as the number 9 at the moment. Ball through the centre, Bowen with a nice touch, and then he can nearly set Anafawosi away, but it went straight into the path of Powell. And at the moment, that's a good brave header there from Martin Smith, and Gateshead have the ball. Leach brings it forward. He's got men either side of him. It goes out to the left-hand side. Fenton John gives it to Bowen. Bowen goes back out to Fenton John. Oh, it's a poor ball inside towards Robert Leach, but I tell you what, Callum Bowen didn't give up and he got that ball left-hand side of the box. There's a runner, Fenton John, can he cross it in? He can. It's up in the air. Anafawosi, if he can bring it down in the box, he's got his back to goal, has to take it to the left-hand side of the box, still got it. Plays it back to Martin Smith. Martin Smith gives it to Sam Bowen. For the centre, oh, lovely turn. Can he get it underneath his feet? Fenton John just couldn't, but looking dangerous. And now Whitehall lays it off. Francis drives forward with the ball, plays it out now to Zane Blake. Zane Blake edged the area, driving, still going. He's only got 1 foot by the sounds of it, or by the looks of it, because he couldn't pull the trigger of his left, wanted to cut in on that right and dispossessed while trying to do that. But Gateshead have the ball. Callum Bowen gives it to Fenton John, who just gets a push in the back. Referee not giving anything there. Sam Bowen gives it to Robert Leach, who's looked quite handy since he's come on. Bowen picks it up on the halfway line. He's got it. Plays it inside to Chapman. Bowen gets the ball back on this left-hand side even. Right-hand side. Get my left and right all mixed up there. Powell is going to take throw in here. 66 minutes gone. Gateshead 1, Nottingham Forest 0. Ball chipped forward on the far side, brought down nicely by Sinclair. Sinclair gets past his man down to the dead ball line, pulls it across. Oh, it's good stuff, but good hands down on the ground from Dan Cameron. Take that away from Zane Blake's feet. Good take. Down low. There's Martin Smith, who's now playing in defence. Chips the ball up towards Chapman. Chapman doesn't get there, but the Bowen can bring the ball down. He's doing really well. Wins a throw in for his troubles. So we wait for Forest to get into position to take this throw. Or to get a throw even. Martin Smith just plays it back to Dan Cameron. Ben Williams pushed in the back, free kick. Ball quickly taken forward to Chapman to run onto. He's got in front of his man. Madupe follows him over. Ball off Madupe, throw into Gateshead. Through on the left-hand side for Gateshead, halfway inside the Forest half. Taken back to Ben Williams. Rocco Coyle plays it across to Martin Smith. He has picked out Callum Bowen. Anafawosi tries to flick it through there, but Powell gets it under control, and Whitehall now back to Orr. Murray Jones, his kicking has been really good, apart from that one that's skewed out for a corner to Gateshead. The ball comes back to Murray Jones again. He plays it across to Powell. Whitehall to Orr, across to Madupe. Madupe just carries it forward, sees the runner of Sinclair and Zilla, and Zilla gets past his man. Can he finish it? He can. He's danced round Cameron and placed it into the back of an empty net. And it's a level game here on 69 minutes. Gateshead 1, Nottingham Forest 1. Lamin Zilla with the goal. Well, good footwork from the Forest forward as he got past Dan Cameron, who committed. He just sidestepped and then rolled it into the back of an empty net. Well, we have a level game here.
Goal scorer for Nottingham Forest FC under-21s was number 15, Dan.
Well, ball forward from Martin Smith. He sees a runner on the far side. He put that's commentator's curse. I said his kicking's been fantastic. Murray Jones, but Gateshead have got the ball in possession on the far side, and that's surely a foul, referee, but he's let that one go. Now it's a throw into Gateshead. Players wrestle to the ground. In fairness, referee a lot closer than myself. Ben Williams gives it to Martin Smith. We've got 20 minutes remaining of normal time here, and Gateshead. Oh, nice little flick to Anafawosi. He's got Chapman through the centre. Oh, nice work from Anafawosi. Gets it across to the far side. Can we cross the ball into the box though? Sam Bowen, everyone's saying shoot. Oh, he doesn't. Gives it to Chapman on the edge of the area. Just dispossessed though. And now Forest bring the ball forward. Ball across to Francis, right hand side of the box. Gateshead having to get back in numbers here as Francis puts it in towards Zilla, and it goes out for another corner. Well, Lamin Silla has looked very dangerous since he's come on. We'll wait for Powell to go across the far side. Billy Chadwick gets a round of applause as he goes down the tunnel. Powell with another corner on the far side. In comes the delivery now. It's a sweeping one in there. It's been headed down by a Forest player. Hook clear by Gateshead though. And Sinclair's unmarked to bring it down next to the centre circle. Tries to spread the ball through. It's a dangerous one. It's a good ball. Can he get it across? And, well, Tom Lavery did enough to see it out, but that was good vision from Sinclair. Goal kick to Gateshead. Still 1-1 now. 72 minutes gone.
I've got an updated attendance for you today. Your attendance today was 232.
232 in attendance here today. As Rocco Coyle plays it down the line and out of play. Powell with the ball aloft. The referee giving a countdown now. He's got to throw it within the next 2 seconds. As he does, it's a long one. Headed clear though by Gateshead. And oh, he landed awkward there, Whitehall, as Gateshead play the ball forward. And the ball is still in play. Madupia comes back, but he's hurt himself, Whitehall. He landed right on the back of his pelvis there. Yeah, he's hurt himself. He's trying to run it off. Ball forward on the far side though. Sinclair, can he keep it in? No, it bounces out of play. But yeah, no complaints from Whitehall. He landed very heavy there, but he got straight back up. Number 14 is about to come on, Christian Clark. And he is going to replace number 9, Donald McNally. He leaves the pitch on the far side. And now Christian Clark is on. There was a slight Gateshead connection at Nottingham Forest last year. Christian Fletcher was on loan at Nottingham Forest and played a lot of games in the reserves. So, of course, son of Gateshead legend Keith Fletcher. Gateshead picking up midfield. Now Bowen has it. He's got Anafawosi on the right as he's driving forward. Cuts inside himself though. Bowen still going. Bowen, can he pull the trigger? Oh, and it's been cleared to the far side. Chapman is going to bring it down. It's got dispossessed though by Christian Clark. The first thing he's done is to win the ball back for his side, but played it forward. And that'll go all the way back to Dan Cameron. Cameron pings the ball up towards Anafawosi. Powell's there. Nice header to get it to Orr. Orr has to get it forward. Bowen battling with him there. Ball over the top. It's a good one. And now he's going to run forward. Zane Blake onto it. But there is Rocco Coyle back defending. Ball goes out of play. And the referee wants to speak to somebody. And he's going over to... Oh, we've got a bloody nose, I think, on Sam Bowen. The referee wants him to go over. To come over. Gone are the days of... Terry Butcher and a really bloody drag around his head for a slight bit of blood. Got to get it sorted. And of course, there is another big connection with Nottingham Forest, of course. Gary Mills, European Cup winners for Gateshead manager here. I believe he was in attendance last Saturday in the win against Woking. So I'm sure there probably is other connections down the years between the two clubs. I know Nottingham Forest played, I think, was it Bob Toppin's testimonial? Early 80s. Strong Forest side came. There's Powell. There's the ball to McClure. McClure gets past Anafawosi, cross in, but too close to Dan Cameron. Good hands. Cameron launches that ball up. There's Fenton John. Gives the ball back to his defence, and Lavery plays it inside to Rocco Coyle. Gets a play back to Ben Williams on the edge of his area. Back to Dan Cameron. Ball pumped up though, looking for Chapman through the centre, and I tell you what, it went through. Can he lob the keeper? Oh, he got a touch on it but couldn't get it goalwards. And it's a goal kick. And we are going, Sam Bowen is back on the pitch now. I'm guessing he might have the old cotton wool up the nose. As he gets back in the swing of midfield and gets a touch. Callum Bowen battling for the ball. The ball being kept in by Forrest and sent forward, and the striker's trying to get there, but Ben Williams, he's absolutely been fantastic tonight. Ball bounces in midfield, nodded forward, and now Lavery gives it back to Martin Smith. Ball pumped forward, brought down. Gateshead looking to get this ball moving. Nice movement from Sam Bowen. Ball pumped forward, looking for the run of Fenton John. He's onside, holds the ball up. It's Bob McLeod's testimonial, by the way, 4-2 to Forest, if memory serves. Thank you very much, Neil Robinson. I got one of the facts right, that it was Nottingham Forest in the testimonial. Wrong player. Comes out to Anafawosi. Back to Callum Bowen, back to Anafawosi. Edge of the area, Robert Leach just dispossessed. And at the moment, Martin Smith comes over to close Zane Blake down and gives away a free kick in the process. I think I actually have that testimonial programme in the house. I was talking about it the other day. Not that I think I was only 3 at the time. I wouldn't have been in attendance. I remember I bought it. Or plays it across to Matupe. Ball played forward, Gateshead intercept, have the ball, and Robert Leach doing really well. He's got the ball, he sees a man on, he didn't see the runner on the far side, and Sinclair has the ball after he intercepted it. Clark twisting and turning, where it falls back to Madupe, and now Powell can bring this one forward, out to Clark, and turns around. Sorry, it's Blake there that did the good footwork, got out the far side, and now can be brought forward. Blake driving forward with the ball. And clear Antonio as far as White, who got it out to Sinclair. Sinclair crosses it, just floated one in. Francis was there, couldn't get any connection on it, and Gateshead clear the lines. Only as far as Madupe, who heads it across. Falls for Anafawosi to get the ball under control. Plays it back to Cameron. It's nearly a suicide ball, but the keeper quick feet to get it away. Madupe brings it down, loses out possession. No, and Gateshead just snap passing at the moment, and not that extra little second needed, and Forest can get themselves on the ball through Whitehall, who sees the run of Sinclair on the far side. It's a good ball. I think he's going to get there, right at the corner flag. Just went out of play. Well, we enter the last 10 minutes. just out of interest, are we still being brought to you on National League TV? Or has the signal dropped? From our end, it seems to be working, but hopefully it's working at the camera and ultimately on your TV screens. Throw in to the visitors. Powell throws it back to Murray Jones. Crossfield defence there as Gateshead tried to apply some pressure on, and McClure to Powell. Gateshead trying to close down, and Rocco Coyle just leaving a trailing leg. Apparently there is no commentary on the National League TV. McClure spots the run of Sinclair on the far side and gets to the ball, tries to play it in. Good tackle from Ben Williams, puts it out for a corner. I think Powell's going to be the man to go over. They take this one. So we await the delivery once again. It looks like it's going to be another one where they come running from the edge of the box. They look dangerous with these. In comes the delivery, it's a swinging one. No, the man run forward, just lifted it over Mundupe there. Just couldn't get it to dip underneath the crossbar. Some later scores from around the National League Cup. It's Wealdstone 1, Wolves 3, 1-1 here, of course. Scunthorpe winning 3-0 against Stoke. It's 6-2 for Halifax against Derby. Hornchurch 1, Norwich 2. It's Braintree 0, Ipswich 1. Worthing are winning 1-0 against West Ham. Fulham winning 2-1 away to Aldershot. Middlesbrough are winning 3-1 away at Solihull Moors. Bournemouth winning 5-2 against Leeds United as the ball goes forward. Callum Bowen nods it on as Fenton Johns, the man that picks up the ball in the box, lays it off though as the ball comes back to Fenton John via Coyle and couldn't get past his men. Goes out for a throw though. Bournemouth 5, Leeds 2, Tamworth 3, Newcastle United 1, Truro 1, Southampton 0. It's 2-2 between Boston and Birmingham, 0-0 between Sutton and Leicester, 0-0 between Woking and West Brom. So there you go, that's the scores around the National League Cup this evening. As Gateshead currently drawn 1-1 here at the moment, but with passing like that, they're going to put themselves under pressure as the ball forward to Blake. Blake, right-hand side of the box, cuts in, goes down. It's going to fall to McClure, who gets a shot away, deflects off the Gateshead player, and Anafawosi can get it under control. Gives it to Callum Bowen on the right wing, just crossing the halfway line. There's a runner through the centre, but he gives it to Chapman. Chapman back to Anafawosi, inside to Coyle. And Coyle just turns into the centre circle and plays it across the defence to Lavery. Coyle picks out, tries to pick up the man with a run through the centre, but Chapman couldn't win the header, and I'll go to a teammate even as a little clatter off the ball. Referee's going to pull it back now. It was late, and the referee awarding the free kick. The player in some discomfort down on the ground at the moment. He's twitching, and the referee doesn't seem to believe him because he's not letting the physios come on. So, well, if he's in that much pain, let the physios and the medical staff come on. He's still in agony on the ground, face into the grass, and if he's this hurt, let the now he's no, he's not letting the physios come on. So, all right. I mean, the player does seem in some distress and pain. They're getting him up now. Well, he's had the wind out of him there, Whitehall, but he's limping. Don't know if I agree with that. I don't think the referee should be in charge of medical instances. He's in some pain. He's been really winded. He's still bent double, down on his honkers now. And the referee's telling him to get up, but if he's in pain... Well, Anafawosi is going to come off, and we are going to see Yusuf Joel come on. Number 39. Well, we're back underway. Whitehall he's not 100%. I think the referee's got that wrong there. But he's playing on. There's a ball played down the channel there. Gateshead intercept. And win the ball as well in midfield. But it's scrappy, nodded forward by Madupe. Ben Williams. No, he's laid that off. Oh, he should have been done better there. And the man Francis managed to get the shot away. And Gateshead just not fully awake at the back there. Whitehall is still in some discomfort, you know. He's looking at the bench. Well, goal kick to Gateshead. Players migrate again over to the left-hand side for this kick. We've got 3 minutes of normal time here. I do believe these are settled on penalties, aren't they? It ends level. As we made the mistake a couple of years ago of packing up when we didn't realise that the penalties were on. As it's a free kick to Gateshead. We're 10 yards inside the Forest half on the left-hand side, although they're taking it a bit further. Yeah, the referee's telling them moving further forward. Well, Anafawosi with Gateshead's goal. Silla with Forest's. Is there a late goal for either side to win this? In comes the free kick for Gateshead. Up in the air as Ben Williams got the header away. Just couldn't directed it goalwards, but not with the power needed. Great kick from Murray Jones. Gateshead win the header though. McClure plays it down the channel. Headed forward by Lavery, brought down by Gateshead, but not really well controlled, and the visitors just get this ball moving over to the left-hand side of the pitch. Powell looks to play this in, well, now he goes to play it down the channel. He's seen the runner, appeals for offside, but he definitely beat that one. Gateshead keep the ball in. Oh, it's a poor ball to Whitehall. McClure plays it in the centre. Oh, straight through and the shot away. Good save. Follow up one. Another good save. Here's another one. Oh, what a block. Gateshead with the triple block and save. Cameron with two. Great saves. I think it was Lavery that got his body in way of the third. And out it goes for a corner on the far side. Well, they throw everything in it there, including the kitchen sink. Don't think the Nottingham Forest coaching staff can quite believe that. Powell with the ball, placed down on the corner on the far side. Arms aloft. In it comes now, it's curling in nicely. There's a header up in the air, it hasn't been fully cleared, been brought down. Oh, Sam Bowen did really well, fouled in the process. There was a player down on the far side, and referee's going running over. Up he gets. That was Lavery. That was down. Just took him a little while to get up. Is the referee going to pull this back yet? I think Gateshead players thought the game had started, but it hadn't. And we're going to see how long is added on here. We're into the last 10 seconds. Fourth official has the board in his hands. 2 minutes added on here. If I was going, someone's asking, you got man of the match. I don't know if we're announcing it, but I would probably go for Ben Williams. Ben Williams has been immense at the back. As the ball up, nodded on. Gateshead trying to win the ball, and it's been kept in. Only as far as a Forest player though, and someone really scrappy. Chapman picks it up though, halfway inside the Forest half, lays off Door into the box, takes out the right hand side of the box. Can he do something to get it in? Takes down the dead ball line. He's got support. Oh, he just turned into another man. Bowen was there, and there's, well, a little bit of silliness there from the Forest player grabbing Door.
Gateshead FC man of the match. I cannot confirm the sponsor of this, however,
As
is number 18, Ben Williams.
As the ball goes back to Dan Cameron. Ball brought down. Oh, Chapman has picked it up. Can he lay this one off? And couldn't get Fenton John away. This could end up anyway there. Free kick. And this could be one of the last kicks. And there's going to be a yellow card for Thomas Lavery. As if Ben Williams. Well, there we go. Well, Ben Williams being given man of the match. There's a free kick for Nottingham Forest. They've committed the big men forward. They're about 8 yards outside the box. In comes the delivery now. They're looking for a runner. It's been headed away though by Gateshead. Not fully cleared yet though. There's a nice little ball out to Blake. And then Callum Bowen puts it out. And it is a throw in here. This is the last throw of the dice for Nottingham Forest to win it in normal time. Well, there is the full-time whistle. And we go to penalties. And it's been quite the evening so far. There's a few Forest players down on the ground. And we'll be with the penalties very, very shortly. I'm just going to wet my whistle.
This match is going to penalties.
Well, penalty drama early in the season now. Normally cup competitions, but this is the different rules of this competition. If it ends level, the bonus point will go to the winner of the penalty shootout. So Dan Cameron, on his debut, faces a penalty shootout here at Gateshead International Stadium.
Away to Yeovil.
Just a quick reminder as well, please join the Heed On Me podcast on Thursday evening, 8 o'clock. We do hope to have one of the lads from the Glovers podcast. And say we preview the game away to Yeovil on Saturday. And don't forget, it's a 12:30 kickoff as well. And as I say, can Gateshead get their second win of the season and their first win on the road? Find out this Saturday live on DAZN. Well, both managers, their players in a huddle. They're going to pick who's going to take the penalties here. Oh, someone's walking past with a marshmallow, and I think, why not? There we go. So I've been given some sustenance here, some sugar to keep my levels up for this super exciting penalty shootout. Oh, that's a proper flump. That's lovely. You don't get this on TalkSport. Well, the referee wanted to talk to the captains, and we'll find out which penalty goal we're going to be shooting in. Of course, the roar behind either goal will be deafening, because there's no fans behind them. I can neither confirm nor deny they were trying to shut me up with the marshmallow.
I've got a security announcement, boys. An Uber/taxi is currently in the bus lay-by outside reception. We cannot locate the drivers, and would be able for the drivers to please go back to their vehicles and move it.
Well, in the event that the Uber driver that has parked in the coach spot outside of Gateshead Stadium is listening, please go back and move your car. The coach can't get in. The penalties are going to be taken at the Fenton end. Gateshead are going to take their penalty first, and it does look as though Martin Smith will be taking the first penalty for Gateshead. Former South Shields man marches forward with the ball. Big pressure moments call for big players, and Martin Smith steps up for the first penalty. The anticipation, the excitement, the National League Cup. Well, George Murray-Jones stands on his line. Smith takes a few steps back. Starts his run up. Hits it, staggered, straight into the back of the net. Good penalty. Keeper committed first. Jimmy Sinclair steps forward to a chorus of boos from the home crowd. Well, you hear about stepping into the Bernabeu or the Nou Camp or the San Siro, but the pressure at Gateshead International Stadium is palpable here as Jimmy Sinclair steps up for Nottingham Forest's first penalty. Jinks his run, hits it straight into the back of the net. Good penalty from Jimmy Smith. It's a level shootout after one penalty each. Well, the next man steps forward for Gateshead to take his penalty here. I think it's Sam Bowen. Places the ball down. Does he have ice in his veins? Steps forward, hits it. Oh, good save and off the woodwork there. Pushed it onto it. George Murray-Jones with a fantastic penalty save. In truth, it was a good height for him, but you still got to get there. Josh Powell places the ball down to a chorus of "Who are you?" Takes his step back. He's going to take this one left-footed. Hits it straight down the middle. 2-1 to Nottingham Forest here in the penalty shootout. Next forward for Gateshead is Fenton Lorimer-John. Bounces the ball. Looks like Michael Jordan as he brings this one forward. Places the ball on the penalty spot now. George Murray-Jones jumping about, touching the crossbar. It's Fenton John. Very straight run up here. Drives forward. Places it in the back of the net towards the left-hand side. Goalkeeper's right. He went to his left. There's the cries of "Who are you?" Call out here as McDonald Francis comes forward. 2-2, but Forest can make it 3-2 here with their third kick. Starts his run up now. He's going right to the edge of the box. Comes forward and oh, he absolutely smashes it into the back of the net. 3-2 to Forest after 3 penalties each. Well, the rain is coming down here at Gateshead Stadium. There's Rocco Coyle, the man to take the next penalty kick. Little jog on the spot from the Forest keeper. As Coyle takes a step back, lines himself up, comes forward, hits it straight down the centre, keeps Gateshead in this penalty shootout. 3-3, but Forest can make it 4-3 here. Zane Blake is the next man forward. for Forest. Well, now, can he maintain the advantage for Nottingham Forest here? Number 17, Zane Blake. Comes forward, hits it. Oh, and he's hit it off the woodwork into the back of the net. Well, there's no stopping them ones. And now the pressure falls on Harry Chapman to keep Gateshead in this. It's a must-score situation for Harry Chapman. Chapman just strides forward. Chapman places the ball down. Chapman comes forward. Oh, right into the roof of the net. Great penalty. And now all the pressure falls on Lamansilla. If he scores it, he wins. If he misses, Gateshead have another chance. Lamansilla receives the ball from George Murray-Jones, who bounces over towards the touchline. And now Cameron gets back on his goal line, ready for this penalty kick. Lamansilla, very central run up here. Now he steps out to the side. He's going to take this one right-footed. Comes forward with a confident run, hits it straight into the back of the net along the grass, and the scenes here are absolutely unbelievable. Nottingham Forest win this penalty shootout in the National League Cup. Pure drama here on National League TV. Thank you very much for your company. It's been nothing short of outstanding, and what a competition we've just witnessed tonight. I've been absolutely privileged to bring you the commentary tonight. Join us on the next National League Cup game, which will be advertised very soon by the club. And as I say, enjoy yourselves, and we hope you've enjoyed the commentary here tonight and the coverage in general. Hopefully you'll be going down to Yeovil. If not, if you're watching the game, enjoy it. Remember, 12:30 kickoff. Join the Heat Army podcast at 8 p.m. and we will be happy to talk to you about the win on Saturday and ultimately the defeat here on penalties to Nottingham Forest in the National League Cup. Thank you very much. Remember, hit like and subscribe, and we will be absolutely delighted to see you again in the near future.